What is up, everybody? Welcome to the last day of 2024. What a year it's been. What a year it has been. 2025 is going to be better, right? 2025 is, on a national scale, I think everybody feels like a weight's been lifted off their shoulder and that they're hopeful, and not just hopeful, but looking forward to the new year, financially, economically, socially, politically, governmentally, fundamentally, how we run this country, what we do, and how we hold the government, which is there to serve us, how we hold them accountable to how they spend our money. The Department of Government Efficiency, although it's redundant in the fact that you would have to create an agency to monitor other agencies, I digress. But, and I just think everybody is more optimistic about the future, immediate, short-term, long-term, than we have been in a while. And so when things start to feel good, and when that governmental monkey, taxes and fees and this and that, when all that stuff starts to weigh you down and really cut into your bottom line, like the first thing that goes is recreation and entertainment. And like for those of us in the fishing industry, this is a recreational entertainment industry. And so I remember when I was guiding and chartering full time right after 9/11. That was September 11th. And that was just at the very start of salmon season. We were just coming off the lake, and we were getting ready to go on the river in another. Like in those days, we started on the river September 15th. And 9/11 happened. And boy, I'll tell you, overnight, half of my bookings for the next 2.5 months went away. Canceled. Boom. Just like that. Now that was an extreme incident with, the massive terrorism and the loss of human life and all that stuff. But it threw a wet blanket on life. And everybody stayed closer to home and didn't know what was going to happen and started watching their pennies and then that slows the economy right down. And it's economically it's a huge situation that doesn't only have just one contributing factor. I digress. But right now, this holiday season has been wonderful personally, but I just one of those people. I pay attention to people and see and listen and try to figure out how and what they're saying translates into how people are feeling out there. And it just seems that this year, this holiday season, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and now today is New Year's. Today is New Year's Eve day, the last day of 2024. We've seen a lot of shit as a country. Pardon my French, but I mean we've had a lot of stuff happen. We just had a former president pass away at 100 years old 2 days ago. We had somebody shoot one of our former presidents back in July. Then they tried again. They just didn't get a shot off a short time later. And that was in the preamble. That was in the build-up to the election. That was in that time where everyone was still uncertain about what was going to happen. And you could feel the tension coming out of the summer into the early fall. But after the election, it just, and everybody has their own feeling and read on things and opinion. And I get you. I'm just saying this is how I feel. And what I think going into this new year is, in our industry, you're going to see a boom. Whether it's real or felt, as soon as the new administration takes office, you're going to feel like you have more disposable income. You're going to feel like you can go and enjoy yourself more and relax and have fun and go fishing. And so 2025, I personally believe, is just going to be through the roof, off the charts. It looks like we're going to start out with a little bit of fishable ice. There's been a little bit of fishable ice. Here on Oneida, I'm fishing today in my boat, and I didn't show you, but right behind me is the ice line. It went almost to the boat ramp on Oneida Shores was open. 33.4 degrees. It's bitter. I've been shallow, throwing stick baits and swim baits and some craw baits on the bottom, right up into 5 foot of water along the edge of the ice lines. I was casting this morning, and now I'm trolling, and I'm just going to keep trolling and go right back down through the middle and into the river while we're talking. But I haven't done anything yet. Like I say, it's 10 o'clock now. I got out here at 8:30, launched the boat this morning. I am going to put the boat, hold on. I am going to put the boat back at the dock tonight because tomorrow, for the third year in a row, I will be fishing Oneida Lake in open water on New Year's Day. I'm really excited about that. Today's my son Danny's birthday. Last year he came out with me New Year's Day morning, the morning after his birthday, and we had a great day jigging walleyes. Matter of fact, I caught my PB that day at 25 and an eighth. I caught another one 25 and an eighth this year as well. I'm looking forward to the show season, like I said, with that sense of hope, I believe, and that feeling of I feel good about things and about life and about where we're going, and that translates, come boat show season, come sports show season, when people start thinking about making plans for their trips for 2025, spring, summer, and fall, depending on where you're going. You're going to go fish a tournament. Maybe you were only going to fish one, but now you feel like you can stretch it and fish 2 or 3 or 4. 2025 for me, well, let's say 2024. We'll do the 2024 has been a fantastic, outstanding year. So many people to thank. I start with my wife, Courtney, my kids. I was able to reconnect with my daughter this year after 5 years estranged, to my absolute joy. We have a home, we have jobs, we have food. 2024 has been pretty outstanding. 2024 Walleye Fest was the first year ever of the new format that I've now spent the last 6 months trying to perfect, and there's more to come on that, a lot more to come on that. But the Walleye Fest app, for all intents and purposes, is done. Now we are dialing it in to be the most comprehensive, coolest fishing app, tournament management system, the whole 9 yards. Social media, I'm brimming, beaming, overflowing with pride. My partner Chuck, there are designers, Anthony and John Angelo, amazingly talented people who are seeing the same vision that I'm seeing, and we're executing it and we're building it. And I think you guys are gonna, you and everybody throughout the walleye belt are going to absolutely love. So more to come on that, but we've been working hard on that. And Walleye Fest 2024 here on Oneida Lake was a huge success. And Walleye Fest 2025, as always, it's the first weekend in May. I think this year it's the 3rd and 4th. So that'll be our big kickoff event, as always. If we're able to release the app in time and there's still ice around, we will immediately run an ice derby. But again, 2024, so many great things. My incredible sponsors that make it possible for me to do this kind of stuff on a daily basis. Smoker Craft, Starcraft Marine, Krenzer Marine, and Sodas Point. Tim and Rick, I owe you guys a ton. You know, I can't say that. I can't say that deeply enough. There are great people out there at Krenzers. They're boat people and they're fishermen, and you don't always get that in boat sales, especially. Incredible people, Krenzer Marine, Sodas Point, New York. They also have a shop down in Ithaca. You can call either one. Tell them I sent you, and they will take great care of you. They'll take great care of you anyway. But Bob Johnson Chevrolet in Pulaski, New York. Jay, Jimmy, the crew up there, incredible people. Fantastic organization. They have been a title sponsor of Walleye Fest since day one. And we couldn't do it all without them. They're incredible. If you're in the market for any vehicle, you can go see those guys because Bob Johnson has a huge network that they can get you anything you want. If you're specifically looking for a Chevy GMC, go see my buddy Jay up there in Pulaski. He'll take care of you. Dakota Lithium Batteries. Stormy has been outstanding. Has been great to work with. Out here, the reason I just lost my attention there is, so this is the pulley right here on the line that goes out to the planer board. And a lot of times when a fish bites, you'll hear it pull that line and it goes like that. And sometimes if I have the releases set just right on this particular kind, you'll hear them go ping, like they kind of pop when they go. Not a whole lot of 15 foot out here right now. On this end, the lake's down 2.5 feet, easy. JT Rods, Matt Bain, Joe Bricco, the whole staff, ownership, being a part of the JT family, being able to use the greatest equipment that I've ever used in my life every day. you take it for granted how incredible these rods are. And well, you know, every time somebody fishes with me and they'll fish some of my stuff, they all say the same thing. They're like, I didn't realize what I was missing. You know, I mean, I didn't realize I didn't know what I didn't know. And it's crazy because they're phenomenal. Phenomenal. You know, I said earlier I didn't catch anything. I did. I caught a pickerel. I caught a pickerel casting a black and silver number 9 shad rap up in that shallow 10-foot range over those rocks. And he come out of there swinging. Wasn't far from the ice line. And then I had another bigger pickerel follow it that I watched come up behind my lure. The water's gin clear right now. When I was out here last week with you guys, and I was catching them on that that chartreuse and silver shad rap, and then also that chartreuse and silver or chartreuse and white Rapala scatter wrap. The water was pretty dirty. It was riled up. It had been blowing. Even though there's been wind these last week, there's ice. So it hasn't been churning up the lake. And this west end right here before the river is... I can't do two things at once. It's crystal clear right now. So I've switched all those colors from that bright chartreuse to more natural colors. Not only that, this sun's out today too, which I'm a little surprised at. But it's crystal clear. So yes, I so many people to thank for 2024. Cold Snap Outdoors. It's been a pleasure this fall and winter to have this new gear. Kept me bone dry all season long. You see what I'm out here in. Bone dry and warm. What more can you ask for? And 2025 is going to be even better. So, all right, I think I'll do it right here. I'm still going to fish a little bit, so if anything happens, I'll click back on and come on back. Thanks for joining me in 2024, everybody. Thank you, each and every one of you. If you've subscribed, if you haven't, please do. If you like what we do, I'm assuming I'm going to be starting a second channel here shortly that is walleye fest only. But you'll stay tuned. We have a lot of big stuff coming for 2025, and I can't wait to have all of you with me. Keep your tip up.